Has raised quite a question. One of the things that Sister China is reminding us of is that wherever we are in struggle, it is absolutely necessary to keep our eyes on the prize. To figure out and clarify what it is that we are here for and what the goals are, so that we don't get confused by forgetting that. So, for instance, some of us a long time ago were trying to make very clear to this country that you can't have a democratic society and say to some citizens that you can't come in here because you have the wrong color. And it was very clear that something had to be done about that. Not because we felt that the white people who made those rules were terrible people. We were just clear that we had to show them what they needed to become, better Americans themselves. So, when we went into the places that we were told we couldn't go into, we went there to demonstrate this is what we believe, that we belong wherever American citizens belong. And you can't keep us out just by trying to beat us up. And when they tried to beat us up, it was very tempting for some of us to get up and say, I'm going to beat them up too. But that came at a time when we forgot what we were there for. We weren't there to show how tough we were. We weren't there to show that we could be as terrible as they could be. We were there to create a new country, always trying to create something new, not falling into the old stuff. So, Sister China, when we think about the 1%, there are all kinds of things that we could be having in our minds about that. But one of the most important things about the thinking about the 1% is that we've got to make sure that we don't get into a 1% attitude. Thinking that we are better than they are because we're 99% and they're 1%. What we're trying to do is to figure out how to build a new country in which all of its citizens can have the benefits of the country. And therefore, what we want to do is get that 1% clear that they can't have a really good country by keeping the 99% down under their heels. So we've got to figure out how to keep talking to them, how to keep facing them, not spitting in their face, not calling them names, but saying, listen, brother, listen, citizen, you've got to change because we're not going to turn back. We're going to keep working for a better country. And I think, China, that the only way that we can do that is to keep talking to ourselves and to keep talking to each other and to keep saying, what kind of a country do we really want? What are we working for? What would we like? Are we trying to get into the 1% ourselves? Or do we want a different country that's not made up of 99 and 1? So, Sister China, that's the way I would begin.